donation or he showed interest in becoming the president.
Where did he address the press conference that he showed interest? Did you see his membership card of APC or PDP? You should talk with facts. I'm a lawyer. Let's talk with evidence and fact now, not speculation. If they say everything we are saying is hearsay, they say it's not admissible in law. Let me somebody where every politics is local. Did they maybe register in Abuja or in his state? Is he from Imo State now? No, I don't even know where he's from.
South.
He's from Southeast. He's from either Imo or South.
Yeah, Ishan.
That would be Delta then.
Yes,
I don't
Delta,
know. Okay, it's from Delta State. Fine.
Delta.
So if you want to play politics, we'll go to his ward in Delta and register in his ward.
Well, the chairman of that ward said he registered.
But
it was recorded that he registered as a member.
The chairman of that ward said he registered. Yes. He has not presented. There are a lot of things that have been said. For me, if you say, no, I'm not denying that he has done that. I said there is no sufficient evidence to also establish and indicate that truly he has done this, he has done this, he has done this. For me, even the level as it is now, financing terrorism, that's the highest crime anybody can commit in Nigeria. Not to talk of the CBN Nigeria that carry all of us, that carry our resources, our money. The same man using the money to finance terrorism, could that really be true? And above all now, if these things were true, then somebody has not done what he should do. The president who appointed him, what is he doing? Who appointed him? President Buhari appointed him.
No, Jonathan.
Okay, but Jonathan appointed the go. Fine. You can understand now. So he must go now.
Jonathan appointed him.
President Jonathan, when I remember, President Buhari inherited him. So he has to go. You don't understand the politics.
And then President Buhari gave him a second term.
God bless you, sir. And you now see that he must not survive another tenure of the man coming.
Yes.
This is the politics. So you have to go. This is
but let's look at this now. His predecessor, Lamido Sanusi, was accused of the same thing, but Sanusi went to court and he was exonerated.
While he was CBN governor?
Yes.
While
he was governor.
He went to court. Oh, I don't have that fact. Yes, but everybody has no different approach.
And he was
exonerated. Fine. Let us see what happens to him, either when he resigns or he's sacked or he leaves. You now see that all of the things we are discussing will face the way. They say Ibrahim Magu has stolen 20 billion. Where are those money now when he had left? When they wanted to remove or not get, they say you have 50 houses. Where are the 50 houses? Not this system. It is Nigeria. When they want to get out of this system, there is a clear cabal. There is a calculation. The way they do it. But if truly just honorable Judge Onoge did those things, it should still be in court, standing trial. Today now everything has faced out. After they have removed Ibrahim Magu, all the money they say is stolen. Where is it? Where are those things? They are no more necessary. So by the time he leaves now, he's no more financing terrorism. What I'm saying is this: while I do not have evidence either to debunk what is the alleged of, or to also say that to also assert or affirm it. I also want to say that it could be a victim of politics, or orchestrated politics of the same cabal that this one has to go to allow something to happen, which is not open to us. It might just be about 50 people who try all of these things. By the time they said, even the president said, by the time they give him the joker, he will be helpless. He will just be looking. You remember that President Buhari trusted Ibrahim Magu so much that even against the will of the Senate, he appointed him. Do you think President Buhari did not know what he was doing? If Magu was just a bad man, you think President Buhari would have not known? There could have been likely years of interrelationship with them now. But look at the way they rubbished him. So this our country.
There's also the subjectivity in this thing is that as soon as Emefiele announced the cashless policy, the redesign of the naira, the withdrawal policy, the National Assembly began to criticize, and they said it's because he didn't want them to have money for this election. So there is a subjective element to this whole thing. And it's the National Assembly now who is inviting him, and the governors of all the 36 states, they have invited him. So let's see where it goes. But there's a subjective nature to the whole thing.
All right. Yes. Now let's go to the third topic of our discussion because of our time. States, local government meet revenue mobilization, allocation, and fiscal commission want higher revenue. Tell me, why should state and local government now demand higher revenue?
Because states and local government, they also need money. They also spend money. And there is everybody wants more money. How much money is enough money? Just a little more money. So no matter how much they are getting or being given to them in allocation monthly, they want more money so they can do projects in their state or local government. That is their excuse. Okay. And of course, the federal government has said that the 50.6% will go to the federal government, the rest will share between the states and local government. Maybe they are saying they want the federal government to take less and give more to the states. So we'll be seeing how this works out, but they're asking for it. They're more or less asking, but demanding that they should pay them more. Everybody wants more. I want more money. You want more money in your salary, so they also want more money. Okay. Maybe more money to steal, we don't know.
All right. State and local governments want higher revenue from Revenue Mobilization Commission.
They are very correct, they are very right. They are very justified. They are ethically justified, morally justified, and legally justified.
Yeah.
To ask for more. Who is spending more? Who is spending more? What exactly is the responsibility of the responsibilities of the federal government? Let's ask fundamental questions. The man that is taking a higher percentage, what are his responsibilities? Tell me. Why do we need to have federal road? Which road? Where is the federal road? Where is the federal highway? Today, Osun State construct more road than federal government in his own state. They told other states. The whole federal road in Osun, maybe the one on that express, Ilesha, Ibadan. Then the one Akure, to Akure, then the one here to Ilan to Kila, then maybe the one, even this
Station Road, Ojaba, Ayepe.
Even the one road is not even
federal road.
It's federal road now. Taken over by Osun and your state government. Good.
Yes.
So what?
The one from Osogbo to Bomosho.
So federal road has been there for. So what job is the federal government doing that they are collecting more, that they are asking, that they are taking a higher share of the money? Now, even most of the states today are building airports. Also, airport is failing. Maybe that it is the last administration tried to revive it through the Air Force. But look at the Yobe State Commission Airport last week. It was built by Yobe State government. Ekiti State commissioned one that was haphazardly done, but it was built by Ekiti State government. Most states are doing airports. So what is the federal government doing? Please tell me, what exactly is it doing? It's not the federal government today. It's not refurbishing. It's not building any new refineries. The new refinery coming up in Lagos is owned by individual, by a consortium. The flour company, the fertilizer company in Lagos is owned by Lagos State government and one other rice mill. What exactly is our federal government doing? The one they just went to do is to use our money to buy plane and say they are doing Nigeria Airway. The Nigeria Airway that collapsed in 1970,
even the proposal has collapsed now.
Which one?
The present proposal.
Proposal also collapsed, but they have purchased the plane, the aircraft. So the federal government is a wasteful institution.
Yes.
Let us say the truth. The federal government, as it stands, as it considered today, is wasteful. It is just, there is one thing the federal government is doing, just wasting Nigerian resources. They say federal government and Minister of Education. Which education? Education policy, each state with its own peculiarity should design the education. Also, state people that is agrarian community cannot run the same education like Adamawa State, which is nomadic people, which are people who run on cow. They cannot run the same education now. Sokoto State that is purely Islamic state cannot be same thing like Enugu State that is 90% Christian state. It cannot be same education system. So why does federal government have to ask federal university doing what? Which federal university to do what? It is not correct. Why do we have federal ministry of land? Does federal government has land? Section 1 of the Land Use Act says all land belongs to state government. Held in trust for the people. So why does federal government has land that is having ministry of land? Is that ministry of agriculture? Does he have farm? Does he have land to farm? If you need a farm, it will beg the state government to get a land. So why do it? The federal government, fertilizer, all these are just Sakama J. Let the federal government, that's exactly what they are saying here. It's also another way to call for restructuring of Nigeria. Let us have a restructured Nigeria where the federal government take some of this thing off itself, allow state government to do their role, to play their role. Let the state government be in charge of a lot of things. Let them plan their health sector. Doctor don't need to go on strike, and the doctor go on strike in Abuja affect every other doctor. When they say civil servant when they talk about salary increase, what must every workers in Nigeria need the same salary? It cannot be so. Somebody work in Osun State and somebody in Abuja cannot be earning the same thing.
Same thing, exactly.
Here with 3,000 naira, I will live and be happy. Can you live like that? Can you get a house of 150,000 like I get in Osogbo in Abuja? Where will you get it in Abuja?
Never.
So somebody in Osogbo want to earn the same thing as somebody in Abuja. It is not going to work. So let us, every state will decide its own. But you know the why? The owners of Nigeria, you know we have owners of Nigeria, because it pays them to have this federal arrangement. It's a conduit pipe where they stick. So that's why they insist Nigeria must be this way. What is this big deal about restructuring Nigeria? Allowing states to control resources and give something back to the center.
Yes.
It is not also fair. It's not equitable that the government in Abuja control the oil resources that is in Bayelsa. It's now scatting for oil in Nasarawa, scatting for oil in Borno. Why the oil rush for oil everywhere now? Without oil in Borno, the Borno people with the agriculture, with their vast land, 70,000 acres of, or 70,000 square kilometers. The size of almost southwest of Nigeria is big enough to farm without any barrier of mountain or rocks or water. It's a base, can be a hub for food production in Nigeria. But why if you allow the state, if you don't give free money to Borno State will work and they will generate money. But because somebody is lazy, as I do, somebody oil will come, and will extract our oil, will give a change to federal government. Federal government will sit down. As we speak today now, the allocation for December is out. 90 billion will be shared. That's the free money they share every month. And you know that, you see Nigeria, you know the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria, I pray it develop. Nigeria, but I fear whether Nigeria can move at the rate we want. You know why? A man who does not suffer cannot develop, cannot grow. Yes, you will not learn when certain things do not happen to you. This is where it has been happening in Nigeria. Nigeria will have a low period. Everybody will complain. Something will just happen to shoot up again. Everybody will forget the trouble. Now you recall that since the coronavirus period, or prior that, there have been economic challenge and so on. The federal government and state government, local government have been sharing between 600 billion and less. Now, just last month, the thing just shot up to 920 billion. Now, today, 990 billion. By January, it will enter $1 trillion. Billion. 1 trillion naira that they are going to share. Then there will be surplus money. Everybody has forgotten again that there is a trouble somewhere. So the truth of the matter is that if you restructure Nigeria, this is not alien to us. We have found the ones restructured Nigeria. A regionalism introduced by Richard Constitution of 1947 that metamorphosed into our independence was a regionalized or a restructured Nigeria. You saw the heavy competition. The Western Nigeria had an agenda. In 1981, when Shifabami was leaving, he addressed the Western Nigeria and to say his achievement. And he did say that, look, we now have a television which is the first in Africa. First. You can imagine. You saw what Babawolowo did. Look at the Kokos, the Obafemi University and so on. It was after we have done those things that people started, the other regions started running after us to also do. But that is the way Nigeria should run. We don't need one lazy conduit pipe center that is taking free money and giving to us like he's doing favor to his younger brother. And so today the federal government is a liability, and that's why what the state government is doing, even if the state government will steal the money, let them steal the money in their own house. Right. There are people who talk. Okay. It's not for federal government to say.
Now our time is fast spent. But before we go, Ade with me. Adenita said something that is a way of asking for restructuring. And do you think even if we restructure and states are getting more money, the local government are getting more money, do you think the benefit will be accrued to the people?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're getting more money now. The money, the allocation they get now is higher than the allocation they were getting 10 years ago. But what improvement have we seen? What have they done? What are they doing with it? All we hear is about is people or somebody, individuals stealing money, individuals appropriating more money to themselves, and the people in office giving themselves benefits and packages and all that. So what we are operating now, what